Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. And today I have a very exciting video. I love watching hauls, and so I also like making them. As you may know, or if you don't know, I got back into reading in January, and so I bought a lot of books. I bought over 50 books, and so I decided I was going to go on a book buying ban until I went to New York because I wanted to check out a few bookstores, and I have that vlog on my channel, and you can see the trip where all of these books came from. As soon as I lifted my ban, I was unleashed from my ban, I immediately started buying books online. I don't know what's wrong with me. This video is just going to be all of the books and bookish things that I bought during my temporary lift of my book buying ban, which I am back on because I have no self-control. Let's get started, shall we? This voice is going to keep coming up, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry in advance because this must be as annoying to you as it is to me, and it is very annoying to me, and I'm gonna hate editing this video. As soon as my book buying ban was lifted, I knew what I had to do. There were two books on my mind, and one I have already finished and one I'm literally in the middle of, like literally at the 50% mark. And the first book that I bought when I was freed from my book buying ban was Glow of the Everflame. I always get the order mixed up, but like there's a spark and then there's a glow and then there's heat and then there's burn, you know, it makes sense. But the first book I bought is Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This follows a DM Bellator and basically is just what happened after the big cliffhanger from Spark of the Everflame. And also, I just wanted to not preface because I already started, so it's not really prefacing anything, but I think we all know that I do not know what any of these books are about, and so I'm just gonna let you know the vibes when I was deciding what to get. So mostly vibes. I'm sure some of these I should be able to give you a little bit of a little description, but if not, I'll let you know the vibes. I'll let you know why I picked it. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Isn't it neat? Say hi. Say hi. Say hello to the peoples. I know you're mean to me, but just know that I love you. Oh God, this is already 6 minutes long and I've only said one book. And of course, you know what's next. Next is Heat of the Everflame. I am halfway into this book. I decided to read the ebook because she is very big and quite heavy. This is how I be like this. Anyways, the next book that I bought and I am very excited for is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, a novel by Heather Fawcett. This book is so tiny. I was hoping to stumble upon the hardcover in person. Did not happen, and so I just bought it online. And I'm just really excited to read this. I think, ow. Didn't even touch me, ow. But I am very excited for this book. It is on my 24 of 2024, I believe. But I don't know, everybody got me excited for this book, and I really hope everybody is right, and I know that they are, because this is a lot of people's favorite, like one of their favorite books, and so I have very high hopes. It is about Emily Wilde, of course, and she is a student? Question mark? No. Oh, she's a professor. I was so off. Anyways, she is writing the world's first encyclopedia of fairy lore. And then I know there's like a little love story, and I'm really excited. I'm just excited. How about we just end it there, because I don't know what I'm saying. It's nonsense. The next book that I bought is something that I was really excited for, but I was holding off until I don't know when. I was just holding off on buying it because it wasn't a priority. It wasn't on it wasn't on my 24 of 2024. It wasn't a series that I had already started that I need to finish. None of that. It was a book that I wanted to read, and I knew that I was going to read it eventually, but I did not know when that would be. And then there was like, I don't want to say drama. Something happened with this author's publisher. I don't remember exactly, but something happened and I felt the need to support this author. She is an indie author, and I know that a lot of people like this book. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. Before the like publisher stuff even happened, I had been seeing this book all over Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was like something shady. I don't know. I'll look it up after this because I need to have knowledge. But the next book that I bought, wow, that was like 4,000 minutes just to explain this book. The next book that I got is The Witch Collector by Charissa Weeks. And ooh, pretty. Again, I only know tropes about this book, but I had seen many good things about. Oh, look at the color contrast of this book. Support indie authors, guys. Sorry. The next book is one that I have been very excited for. I'm very curious to know exactly what it's about because I know it is about like vampires and stuff. That's all I know, really. But a lot of people are, they love this book. Oh, hey, a little peek. For some reason, I have been, this is on my 24 of 2024, obviously, as you know, because you are a watcher of my videos, correct? Just kidding. But whatever. Don't look at it, don't look at it. I'm very particular about my books. If I buy it online, I'm like, whatever. I can't control like the shipping process. I don't know what it goes through to get to me. You've been through so much just to get to me, so I shouldn't judge you. But when I'm buying books in person, I like to look at every single copy that they have and pick which one is the most appealing to me. And yes, I know your books will get ruined regardless, but I would like every ding, every scratch, every bend, every rip, hopefully no rips, every tear, every stain, every other mutilation you can make to a book to be from me. I don't know why. I'm a little weirdo. But yeah, that's what my thinking is, that I want to pick my books, and then anything that happens in my care, it's my fault. But it's okay because I got the best copy that I wanted. And so I added character to the book. This is so much unnecessary information, and thank you for watching. The next book I got was The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is the first book of the Nightborn duet, and this is, God, what in the world? And this is a Crowns of Nyaxia novel. I have been so excited to read this. I just know everyone is raving about it, but I'm confused. Is this like a reprint? I swear this book was ginormous. Like taller though. I swear it. Because I remember picking it up and being like, this book is huge. And then I picked this up at Barnes&Noble and I was like, this book is tiny. So can anyone confirm or deny whether or not there was a reprint recently? Because I would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. I don't know exactly what this book is about because, again, I am going to keep reminding you, but I like to go into books very, very blind. Ooh, it says, for humans or vampires, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. Ooh, I don't want to know anything more. It has to do with vampires and humans, and I love vampires and I love humans, as you can see by my little bat necklace. But Crystal, vampires are not bats. Well, that's in whatever story you're reading, but in some iterations of vampires, they are bats. Sorry, I'm referring to bride, but they ask like, you know, if they turn into bats or whatever. But honestly, when I was saying that right now, the iteration of vampires that become bats that I was thinking of was Hotel Transylvania. So if that is anything to go by, I think Hotel Transylvania is the only correct answer. The next book that I bought. I don't know why this book was such a struggle to get. I looked on the barnes&noble app to see if this was available at the I've never heard her make that noise, that first one. I don't know if you heard it. What was it? What? Oh, to see if it was at the New York Barnes&Noble that I was going to. And it was sold out online and in store. Like, you could not buy it at all. It literally was sold out. And so I resorted to Amazon. And Amazon told me that I was gonna get it next month. Next month as in this month. I ordered this book on February 26th, I think, and they estimated that I was gonna get it on March 8th through 11th, which it did come in that time period, but it was delayed. And I was like, what in the world? Why is this book so hard to get? Anyways, the book that I next purchased is Heartless Hunter by Kristen Ciccarelli, and I don't know why, but there was just a period of time on Instagram where this was the only book that I was seeing, and I was like, oh my god, I want to read it. Oh my god, it's so tiny and cute. Isn't this cover is just gorgeous? This cover is gorgeous. But I don't remember what this book is about. I remember reading it and I was like, ooh, enemies to lovers doesn't get more high stakes. I need to stop talking like this. I'm so sorry. I apologize. But anyways, this is about a witch and a witch hunter. So that's where the enemies to lovers comes in. But what a spoiler. Just kidding. Is it a spoiler? Isn't it like kind of a spoiler when they list the tropes? Because if I want to go in completely blind, that means I need to go into the store and I need to not read the internet at all. Which, I mean, is possible. That's literally how I used to buy books, so... I don't know. Oh, her deadliest... Oh my god. Her deadliest enemy or her greatest love. I am so excited to read this! I'm literally just skimming. Looking at names, not looking at any description. I don't want to know. I want to go in so blind. I want to be so surprised. I just know it's enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers. And it's a witch and a witch hunter. Next, it's not really bookish, but I'm gonna show you anyways because I thought it was really cool. I, as you may know, maybe not, but maybe, I am in love with Mr. Harry Styles, and my boyfriend knows this. My boyfriend knows that Harry Styles comes first. Just kidding. My boyfriend comes first, but I have a room saved over here for Mr. Harry Styles. And when I went to New York, we went to the Pleasing pop-up. Oh my god. So this isn't really a bookish item, but it's a tote bag and I could probably use it to put books in it. And in fact, I did use it to put books inside. But it's a very flimsy little bag. It was $5 with a purchase. My friend made a purchase and so we got these little tote bags. I wanted to get a crew neck so bad. The brown crew neck that he has, I'm pretty sure it's on the website, but let me show you. So cute. It was the perfect shade of brown. Perfect shade of brown. They also had lavender, and if you know me, you know that purple is my favorite color. Purple. This video is unhinged. I don't know what is going on in my brain. I am hyper. The next place I went to was that little store that had the other like stores within, and I put the name in my come book shopping with me in New York video, but I'll also include the name here because it's such a cute concept. But I didn't end up buying a book from there. They had a lot of blind dates with books there. The first time I saw blind dates with the books, I was literally in high school and I thought it was the cutest thing ever, and yet I still have not gotten a blind date with a book. I'm just so scared. What if I already have the book? What if I don't want to read the book? What if I don't like the book? I guess that's the fun in all of it. But I've never been on a blind date and I've never had a blind date with a book. So the unknown is so scary to me. Binks! She is being a bad girl. The first thing that I bought from this little store that included books, but I did not buy any books, was this tote bag. I literally cannot afford therapy, but If I did, you know I'd be in the therapy. Anyways, this says, I don't need therapy. I just need you to leave me alone to read. And it's from Booktrovert Books NYC. And I only make this joke about reading books instead of therapy. One, buying books gives me a boost of serotonin that like no other. And also, reading books also gives me serotonin boosts, and just books in general and stories in general, like TV, movies, music, everything in the world makes me so happy. Not really, not everything in the world. I'm lying. I don't know why I'm lying. Everything that has to do with storytelling makes me so freaking happy. So anyways, that's the bag. However, I stand by the importance of therapy, and if I could afford therapy, I would be in the therapy, but I cannot afford therapy, and therefore I read books. Yeah. The next thing that I got from this store, they had so many cute things like stickers and jewelry and stuff, but I was so broke that I did not buy anything else like of the sort. But for some reason my brain is like this, and so there was this like container of buttons, and they were what are they called? They were constellations with the zodiac sign. And so I picked one up, and look what I picked up. It's me! It's not focusing. Oh my god, I have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. Scorpio! And so I was like, I have to pick it. I have to get it. I have to buy it because I literally picked a random one and it happened to be me. So that is my story. And the next thing I the next thing I bought was something that was in like a little $5 area, and everything at that store was expensive, let me tell you. I saw the little $5 section and I was like, I got this, and they are little magnetic page markers. This top one says, so it says book lover, read experience, what? Read experience magic? What does that mean? And just one more chapter. The first one is my favorite one. I love me some constellations, some stars and whatnot. The moon is my best friend. Whoa, focus. The next one, oh, they have like a little luminescence. That's not the word. I can't think of the word, but yeah. This one says read experience magic, and I don't know what that means. Like read to experience magic, or read experience magic, or I honestly don't know. And then the last one says just one more chapter, but it's really cute, and this was $5. Hello, Luna, would you like to say hello to the people? Say hello, Luna. Say hello to Luna. Look at Luna. Look at. She's looking at the book. She's like, what in the world is this? The next two books are going to be from the Strand. I probably would have bought a lot more from the Strand, but I already felt bad with how much time I was spending in there because I was with my friend, and yeah, I mean, we were passing the time until we were able to check in, but I still felt bad because, you know, not everyone wants to stand and look at the same bookshelf for 10 minutes straight with me. And I want to thank my boyfriend for doing that with me whenever we go to Barnes&Noble or see any book. But still, not everybody wants to do that. And so I felt really bad, and I was rushing in there. Next time I go to New York with my boyfriend, hey Zach, this is what we're gonna be doing. We're going to the Strand and we're going to be spending 14 hours in there. I actually don't even know if they're open for 14 hours a day. The first book that I got is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. This cover is just gorgeous, and that's why I picked it up. Let's see, what is this about? Ooh, she's always believed in fairy tales. Oh, she's had no choice. Oh, she's been haunted by visions of the Fairy King? Okay, that is all I want to know. I am intrigued. I am excited to read this. A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. This cover is so pretty. What is under that dust jacket? I scared Luna, but I scared myself because why? I just wanted to know what was under that dust jacket, winky face. Oh no. Oh god. Hello? Oh, never mind. I was like, she's from Palo Alto. She moved to Palo Alto. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It says that she continues to haunt university libraries. Girl, I thought that meant she died. Sorry. But she moved to Palo Alto, and that is very close to me. I was literally in Palo Alto, East Palo Alto, to buy my bookcase. But I'm so excited to read this. Also, they gave me this little bookmark in here. And it's The Strand. Ooh. Ooh. Stop it. So this one, I am pretty sure I had heard this title somewhere and was like, ooh, I want to read that. But this next one, total book cover by. This one is called Night of I was gonna say Night of Book One, The Witch. Jesus. This one is called Night of the Witch by Sarah Rash and Beth Rebus. This says a witch should never fall for her hunter. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is when I turn around, we are no longer Fritzy and Otto. We are witch and hunter, and it is time. But these are both YA books about witches and witch hunters. So I think we're gonna have to do a little comparison video. This one says, hello. Hello, boyfriend. Eee! So I might have to do a little comparison video. I'm so curious. Because they have like the same premise. That's interesting. I did not know that until now. The last thing that I bought from The Strand is they have a lot of tote bags, you know, so you have to get a tote bag. But I did not get a tote bag. But I ended up getting this, what is this called? Pouch. And look, it's like a library and it has cats everywhere. There's no black cat representation on this. There wasn't a lot of black cat representation, to be honest. And I was really sad. There was one tote bag that I wanted to get, but I liked this one more because it had more books and stuff and more cats. So that is everything that I got from The Strand. Next up, I will show you what I got from Barnes&Noble, and this is where I went feral. I went absolutely feral. I went Will Ferrell in there. I went absolutely Will Ferrell in Barnes&Noble. Do you want to see my receipt? Here's my receipt. Ready? Ready? She's still going. She's still going. That was my receipt for you. Here she is. Woo! This is literally how big people describe penises in books. Penises aren't this big. Sorry. Thank you to my cashier, Kristen G. When I pulled up to the cash register, first of all, she and her other coworker were like, oh my god, this is such a good book haul. Like, this is basically every book on my TBR. And I was like, girl, same. I somehow kind of like mentioned that I was on a book buying ban, and I was like, when I get into New York, book buying ban over. And then she was asking me if I was like from out of town. I was like, yeah, I'm from California. And she's like, oh, did you drive here or did you take a plane? And she was like, basically what she was getting at was, how are you going to take all of this home? Do you have plans on how you're gonna get this home? And I did. I had plans. I only brought a carry-on luggage. Next time I'm going to bring a duffel bag no matter where I go, but I feel like that's just a good practice to have, is to bring an extra duffel bag. in the world? What was that? Oh. But I checked my carry-on and I bought a duffel bag for $30, which the duffel bag probably cost like 4 cents, but my fault. I take full responsibility. Anyways, when I got to New York, I bought 22 books, I think. 22 books. Jesus Christ. Crikey. Anyways, yeah, so let's kind of go and dive into the books that I bought. Zach will have his own little segment because I bought him 3 little bookies. So the first book that I got, I'm a bit unhinged, and I put this in the order of when I put them in my cart. Why? I don't know. So, I was in there for a good 2 hours. I was in that Barnes & Noble for a good 2 hours because I like to spend 10 to 15 minutes looking at one bookcase, one single bookcase. I will stare at that thing for 15 minutes until I am sure, absolutely sure, that I have seen every single title on that bookcase. And my boyfriend, Zach, can attest to this. Correct, boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves coming with me to the bookstore. Don't you, babe?
Yeah.
The first book that I picked up is Peace Up, A-Town. Is that what they say? Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. Vampires, listen, when I was in middle school, I read the entirety of Twilight, and I love vampires so much, but I have not, I'm gonna be honest, I have not been consuming vampire media in a very long time. And I mean TV shows, movies, books. Like, I feel like the most recent vampire media I have consumed is Olivia Rodrigo, and that's not enough. I need more. And I read Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and obviously the bride is a vampire, and then I got this, and I'm very excited because, yeah, it says 3 powerfully alluring vampire men and 1 queen to rule them all. Is this reverse harem? I don't think I've read a reverse harem book yet. Not that I can think of, but I'm excited because that sounds so cute. Not even cute, you know. Not cute. And then it says Long Live the Queen, and I don't want to read anything else. The next book that I got, this was very much a purchase based on how much I love the moon and the stars and everything else, but it's so cute. This book is called A Cosmic Kind of Love by Samantha Young, and look at them. Aww. I'm trying to figure out if this is, oh, yep. So I actually remember the kind of description of this book. Surprisingly, who am I? Oh, look, text messages. So she is planning the wedding of a bride and a groom, and she has the like videos of the bride with her ex-boyfriend, and she is watching all these videos, and she's like, oh, this guy is kind of cute, kind of interesting, right? Oh yeah, it literally says, this guy is cute, funny, and an astronaut on the International Space Station to boot. So she starts sending him emails, or, oh yeah, so she starts sending emails and video diaries to his NASA email address, not knowing that, I think he died? Yeah, he died, and she's, well, she doesn't know that obviously, but he died, and she is writing emails, sending video diaries to his NASA email. Wow, this is like the most I've known about a book. And I think NASA, like the people at NASA, ended up giving the deceased man's younger brother access to his email, and then he logs in, sees all these video diaries and emails from this girl, and yeah. And I'm so excited for this. It sounds so cute. I was remembering this book. Next is Priest by Sierra Simone. Is this a dark romance? I think this is a dark romance about a priest, and then some girl with a very sexy voice goes to confessional, and then stuff happens. I don't know what stuff happens, but I was too curious about the stuff that was going on that I bought the book. The next book that I bought is Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is a basketball romance, I am pretty sure. And I told my boyfriend already that when I read this book, I will be imagining him in it because he was a basketball player. You were a basketball player?
Yeah. Retired from the NBA.
Anytime I read a basketball, I'm gonna pick up like 14 more basketball romances if I like this one. And I'm gonna imagine Zach in every single the whole entire team is gonna be compiled of Zachs, and that's it. The next book that I got is one that I'm very curious about because a lot of people have said how cute and just how nice this book is, how they love this book so much. And I got love in other words. Come on, B, sit down. Not the Hamiltons.
Well,
just kidding. That this one was just very cutesy. I believe it is like old friends to lovers type of book. I don't want to know too much. I want to be surprised. But this is by Christina Lauren, and I'm excited to read this. I was gonna say that I wish I picked this up in February, but I bought it towards the end of February, so that is not possible. But this is one that I am excited for. I think it's gonna be really cutesy. The next book that I got is one that I've been very excited for. I have heard a lot of good things, mostly about the second book, about the series in general, about the trilogy in general, but specifically what I've seen on Instagram is mostly the second book. And so to get to the second book, I have to read the first book. But I got The Fine Print, which is the first book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, right? Yes. I have been eyeing this book since I was working in books at Target. By the way, I don't work in books at Target anymore. But that's beside the point. I still visit her every day. I visit that section every time I work. I miss her so much. Can I just say, there were two versions of this book. Not really. There was this one with the velvety matte, and then there was the other one with the smoother matte, and I like the velvety matte. I don't know how to describe it, but if you know velvet matte, you know what I mean. So that was the first reason for why I picked this book up. The second reason is that I also work at an amusement park. Oh. So the male main character in this, I believe his family like owns a company that owns theme parks and hotels and stuff. Kind of like Disneyland, I'm assuming. But I also work at a theme park. I don't know, I think before this book I was like, I kind of want to read more books that are set in theme parks. And I actually don't know how much of this is actually set in the theme park itself, but that is another one of the reasons why I picked up this book, because it is set or revolves around a theme park, and I work at a theme park. And so yeah. What is that one TV show that was on MTV that was like about a mom and a daughter that worked at a theme park? Oh, Happy Land, yes. I kind of want to rewatch it. I remember it got canceled and I was so sad. It was cute from what I remember. Okay, anyways, Shane Harper is in that, and there is an episode of Good Luck Charlie where Spencer and Teddy are working at a theme park, right? I'm pretty sure. Washoe, Washington. The next book that I got is actually the second in the series, and I'm very excited to read this one for two reasons. One, it is King of Pride by Anna Huang. I read King of Wrath in January, and I enjoyed myself. It was fun. I liked it. King of Pride, however, is about Isabella. Isabella is the Filipino friend of the main character in King of Wrath, and I had to do it. I had to. I mean, I wanted to continue the series already, but the fact that the second book is about Isabella and Kai no less, which when I was reading it, I was like, cute. I want to see if she has any like more references to like Filipinos and stuff, because I know that her culture came up a lot in the first book, and so since she's writing about a different culture, I'm very curious to see if she includes anything about her culture. Oh wait. Lol. I was like, oh my god, I flipped to a page and it has something. It says, or in a manila. I saw manila and I was like, oh my god. And then I continued and it says manila envelope. So never mind. The next book that I picked up. So to preface, I have been wanting to dabble in mystery and thriller. More so mystery because thriller I am kind of skilled. I'm a little skilledy cat. I will not want the only form of storytelling that I will not consume. Is horror. I'm skilled. I have a very, very, very active imagination. I will see things where there are no things. I will hear things where there is no sound. It's just very bad. I get very paranoid and I've been wanting to get into thriller and mystery, but I didn't want to start off with a book that would, one, scare me, or two, cause me to be disinterested in the genres. So I was perusing the shelves and a lot of things stuck out to me, but I was like, I don't know if I want this to be my first, you know, that type of thing. But then, as I was perusing the shelves, I saw these very curious, very interesting, very beautiful spines. And I was like, what is that? That is beautiful. And so I pulled it out. And what did I pull out? I pulled out this. A Curious Beginning, a Veronica Speedwell Mystery by Deanna Rayborn. And look at the spine. Actually, look at this video of the spine. So, this is what I saw while I was in the Barnes& Noble perusing the shelves. And how could I not pick them up? They look so cute and so gorgeous. Look at just like those spines compared to the spines next to them. And yes, those look interesting as well, especially this one that says the bone code. That looks very interesting. However, look how cute this spine is. I could not resist. And I believe this is like a cozy mystery type of thing. I just feel like this will not scare me as bad as some of the mystery thrillers that I was looking at. But I wanted to dabble in the genre before I completely started buying books from it, basically. Watch this be the most terrifying book ever. I'm very excited to read this. I feel like looking at this, there's like a good mix of books. And I only say that because of this next book that is coming up. I saw this book on the shelf and immediately I was like, what is that? It looked so interesting. It says, a dark yet comedic take on the realities of superhero-dom and one woman's descent into villainy. So I saw this cover and I was like, what? Hench? What is hench? And so I picked it up and I read it and I was like, oh my god. Have you guys heard of The Boys? Because The Boys is so good. I love The Boys. And so this reminded me of The Boys. Anna is very much giving Huey. Like, she's giving Huey. I'm really excited to read this. Hench. The next book that I got is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Now let me know, should I dive into the world of V.E. Schwab with this book first, or should I read something else? I was thinking The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. However, I'm kind of curious about this. So I don't know. Hello, I am back. I apologize if the lighting is different. Zach went to go check on his friend's dog. So we left for a little bit, but I'm back to continue. I just have a few books left. I tried to do it before my battery died. Did not work out. But she's all charged and she's ready to go. I want to put her on my head. This is gonna be a bad idea. So the next book I got is one that a lot of people are talking about. All I really know about it is that it has a really interesting magic system. It has like a very different magic system from what we've seen. He's talking shit about our cats. So I don't really know much about this, but I know, oh, I didn't even tell you what the book is. So the next book that I got is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, and I just feel like everybody is raving about this duology and I am very excited to get into it. And oh my god, look at the cover. It's so beautiful. I love the gold. Ooh, look at her. Ooh. The next two books are a duology, and I believe these next 4 books I got from the YA section. The first book is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, and the second book is Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. So this is a duology, and I got both books. I've heard about this duology. I don't really want to know too much about it. I just want to go into it, you know. So yeah, I got the duology, so I'm excited to read those together. So the next 2 books I got are The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Audier and The Rose and the Dagger also by Renee Audier. And I'm pretty sure this is YA, but oh my god, I'm sorry. The covers feel different. This one feels more matte, and this one is definitely glossy. Right? No! From what I've heard about these 2 books, it doesn't sound like it'd be YA. It kind of sounds like it like teeters more on new adult, but I have no idea. I guess we won't really know until we read it. Like, from what I understand, it's about a king who every day he takes like a new bride, but every night she ends up dying, and then the female main character, her friend, ends up being killed, and so she volunteers to become his wife, so that she can like kill him or get revenge. I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's giving not YA to me, but I don't know. I feel like my idea of YA is just very tame, but I feel like there's a lot, because like the fact that Twilight is YA, like that whole series, I'm kind of like, I don't know what YA means anymore. I kind of like the idea that the young adult, new adult doesn't have anything to do with the intended like reader audience, but it has to do with the age of the main character. So in that term, maybe like in that sense it makes sense to me, but yeah, I kind of like that meaning more. The next book I got, I actually went and searched for it. I had to ask somebody where it was because I couldn't find it. But there's a new book that was released by this author, in Education and Malice, I believe, and I was interested in reading that, but every time I looked into that book, everyone was like, no, like you need to read this book is perfection. And so I got A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson, and oh my god, look, it has deckled edges. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I like that, but I don't have a book like this, so I'm curious to see how it actually feels to read a book with deckled edges. And I'm honestly just really excited about this book because I believe it's about the wives of Dracula. I'm very curious. I definitely want to read this. This feels like a spooky season book, but I might want to get into it sooner. We'll see. I don't know. This might be like a mood read that I pick up when I'm in the mood. What is mood reading? The next book that I got, it's the last one I got for myself, but I did pick up my boyfriend's books after this one. There is a reason I picked this book, so let me see if I can find the little description that caused me to pick up this book. There was a whole section with like booksellers' faves, so I'm assuming it's just the favorite books of the people who worked at this Barnes&Noble. This one caught my eye. One, it's by an author that I have been curious about. It also has to do with like mystery thriller, and I was also looking to this author to get into the genre. But the reason why I picked up this book rather than the other books by this author is because of the description that the bookseller wrote. You know how Barnes&Noble has the little handwritten notes by the booksellers? Yeah, that's the reason I picked this up. So the next book is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I feel like that's how people say it, but I'm actually not sure. I literally want to say Michaelides, so however his name is said. I've been curious about The Silent Patient. I've been curious about The Fury, but The Silent Patient kind of scares me, not gonna lie. Kind of makes me nervous. So this one is the one that I'm going to start out with. I'm very excited because this is what this person's description was. Marina, a group therapist. Don't know what it says. Has formed a college group. I'm gonna assume that's what it says. Called the Maidens. When members of the group start showing up dead, somehow the Greek goddess Persephone has some tie to the murders. The Maidens is the perfect dark academia book and is especially great for readers who love short chapters. And the thing that got me was that it has to do with Persephone. Like, I need to know what her involvement is in this. And this cover is just gorgeous. I love the mixing of the matte, the glossy, how it looks cracked. I love, what is it called when the text is lifted? Is it debossed? I can't remember. But this cover is just gorgeous and I am really excited to get into this. So yeah, I got 20 books from Barnes&Noble. And of course, I had to carry it in something, so I got this tote bag. So many books, so little time. I was originally going to get, they have the official like Barnes&Noble tote bags, the ones that you get for free. Like you get one for free every year with your membership. But there was a brown one that said, I'll insert a picture. But I thought it was so cute, but I did not like the shade of brown. It was literally like a poop brown. A poop brown. If it was like the hairy sweater brown, that would have been really nice. Just any other brown than the brown that they used would have been a nice brown. It's like an orangey brown, and I just don't like it, and I'm sad because I really liked how that tote bag looked, but I ended up not getting it. The last place that I bought stuff from and the last little portion of my haul, and I'm so sad. I want to buy so many more books. Anyways, I went to the drama bookshop and I was really excited. I don't act. I feel like if I was an actor, it probably would have been a lot cooler to me. Not really, like it was still really cool because I'm a theater artist, I'm a theater kid, but it was like, it would have been more beneficial to me if I was an actor and I was looking for monologues or like plays to pull monologues from and stuff like that, but it was still cool. The things that I got were this tote bag that says the drama bookshop. The next thing I got is this play, 1984. This is actually the play that we're doing at my school and I am dressing for in May, so I was like, I'll get a physical copy. I suck at reading the plays that they provide, the PDFs that they provide us. I suck at reading them. Like, I cannot. They also gave me this free bookmark that just says the drama bookshop, and then it says you need a little drama in your life. I also got 3 stickers. So I just got this sticker that has the drama bookshop. It has the cute like floating, hello, is it focused? And I thought that was really cool. The next sticker I got, it says it's from a musical, because if you talk to me, I have many musical references. It's like either musical references or SpongeBob references. There is no in between. There is, I'm just kidding, but I do reference those 2 things very much. And the last sticker I got is just this one that says Theatre Life. Yay! I also got 2 pins. As you may know, Hamilton, I also say Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda and other creators of Hamilton ended up saving the drama bookshop from closing, and I think they relocated or something. I can't remember. My theater teacher from high school was posting a lot about it at the time, but I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what happened. So of course I had to buy 2 Lin-Manuel Miranda themed pins. So the first one I actually got this one specifically for my boyfriend. I knew I wanted a Lin pin, but I did not know which pose I wanted. And this one is called Nibble Lips. Then I got a Hamel pin. So that was a Lin pin. This is a Hamel pin. And then there was another category. It was Pin the Heights. And I love In the Heights, I do, but I love Hamilton more. And so I had already spent so much money on these 20 books. I did not want to keep buying more pins. I got this one, which is the Schuyler sisters from Hamilton. I just think this This pin is really cute. Also, I like the design of it. It's very nice. Fun fact that you didn't ask for is I actually collect pins. I was very much in the fantasy pin world, which is fan-made Disney pins. I also have a quite a large Jujutsu Kaisen pin collection. I can't talk. So yeah, that's another thing. I love pins. I love anime. I love supporting fan-made stuff. Yeah, if you ever want to see my pin collection, I might whip it out someday. It's actually pretty big. And now we have Zach. I bought him 3 pieces of literature. Go on, babe.
What's going on, YouTube? We're starting off number one.
That one's last.
Starting off number 1. We have book number 2 of the Kane Chronicles. I just finished number 1
Yesterday,
yeah, and I enjoyed
Proud
it,
of you.
and I'm excited to keep going with the story. And then once I finish number 2, boom, number 3. Spoilers, kinda, just from the picture. And then the one you guys have been waiting for. Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, a musical thriller. And it's what is it?
A libretto.
I'm gonna pick a random line.
Okay.
And you're gonna sing it to the best of your abilities.
No. But yeah, I got him the libretto for Sweeney Todd because the first time we went to New York, we saw Hadestown, Little Shop, and Sweeney Todd. All musicals about death and dying. And he really enjoyed Sweeney Todd. If anyone has a slime with Nicholas Christopher as Sweeney, we would very much like that, and I will pay you rubles for it. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? You wake every morning and chamber in despair to discover your pillow is covered with hair. What ought not to be there? But ladies and gentlemen, from now on.
I think that was good.
Thank you.
That was really really good stuff.
I can't do it like Dustin from Stranger. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. Oh no, what's his name? It's gonna bother me.
Gaten.
I forgot his last name, but thanks, buddy.
Let's get it.
Zach will be in my April TBR, so look out for that video. Oh, also he's gonna be in my bookshelf little vlog because he can...
High energy next time.
High energy because you know what? We're doing it on a day off, on both of our days off, because we have Saturdays off together.
Gonna shotgun a Red Bull and lock it in. It's gonna be good vibes.
I swear, Zach, most of the time, like, I'm up here, and most of the time, Zach is, like, right there, right with me. What?
That's pushing it.
Okay, I am up here, and most of the time, Zach is, like, right here, like, following right behind me, right? But I feel like after a shift, it's like, I'm up here, and Zach is, like...
I'm on, like, 5 hours of sleep. It's kind of...
I am on 2.5 hours of sleep. I didn't mean to, like, one-up you. I just meant, like, in a way. No, but I just meant, like, this is literally how I am all the time. So those are all the books that I have for you today. I was unleashed from my book buying ban for a week. A single week. And I came out with 25 books. Yes, so I am on a book buying ban again. I have started reading ebooks and I want to start going to the library. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some new books that you might check out. If you have read any of these books, let me know how you felt about them. Thank you for watching. And that's all for today, folks.